Today's the day where we're gonna be ranking every chapter from Black Myth Wukong. Yes, the beautiful monkey game. The game that took me about 50 goddamn hours to just finish. The game that put me from hell to heaven to earth and everything in between. And because of those experiences, I think I'm a proper connoisseur for it. I think I'm able to put every single chapter into a cohesive tier list that will make sense. So, let's get started with the first chapter. The prologue. Yes, I'm gonna count the prologue as a separate chapter. Prologues are the bread and butter for every single video game. It might be a demo, or it might be a cinematic masterpiece. And in my opinion, Black Myth Wukong embodies all of it. It is perfect, from the cutscenes and the fighting alone. The cinematics are just immaculate. I loved every single cutscene I have ever seen in this prologue. Like, it's just like watching a movie. I was just at awe seeing all the cutscenes. I literally just didn't want to even touch my controller and just enjoy every single second of every cutscene. And the combat is just so smooth. There's no jank between the light and heavy attacks that just feel amazing. And don't even get me started with the spells. The Immobilize, the Pluck of Many, the Rock Solid spell. It's just so good. They feel so nice, they feel so good, and it just makes me feel like a god. And plus, it gives you like a whole sense of your endgame self, and it's amazing in my opinion. With all of these elements combined, it's just one of the most perfect prologues. It shows you the combat, the basics of everything. It shows you the basics of spells, and it even shows a precursor to your endgame self. With all the positive things I said with no negatives, you would think I put it to Esther. But however, you always have to remember, this is just a prologue. This is just an homage to what's to come. We have a bunch of chapters, a bunch of secrets, and a whole bunch more content ahead of us. Because of that, I can't put it any higher than a C tier.
Seems like it just fell from a fruit tree here.
Perfect timing. This Peach knew I needed a snack. You sneaky rascal! Dare to fool me? I'll make sure you regret it!
Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is the most basic one out of all of the chapters because it works as a tutorial for a total beginner. But because of that, it teaches you really well how to dodge, attack and not get punished, and how to work really well under pressure. I really like this chapter because it teaches the fundamentals really well, and to add to that, the visuals are just amazing. The whole game just looks so beautiful, and there's even places where you could just sit down, meditate, and admire the view of the game, and I love it because of that. But there is one big problem. Because it looks so goddamn beautiful, all of the unwalkable areas kinda look walkable. Like, there's been parts of the game where I've just been walking about thinking, I can jump through this area, maybe there's something cool over here, and bam, invisible wall, I can't go there. I don't know, maybe it's just my single cell amoeba brain, or maybe it's just a real thing that people actually struggle to, I don't know. But overall, the chapter is really good. The bosses and enemies are really well made and somewhat challenging. However, the chapter does give you enough of resources to overcome them. The secrets are somewhat hidden, but most of them you can literally find out without even using a guide. So overall, I'll give this chapter a B tier.
无夫君无法纪，为非作歹有天比。修得大圣皆佛力，邪风一时也惊奇。哪知不测其祸，其旦夕，那黄毛孽畜再回击。平凡不是好得意， 不幸后死却成谜。
I reckon I got an idea why you've come here, my friend.
Chapter 2 is the chapter where you actually start playing Black Myth Wukong, in my opinion, because there's so much content in this chapter. Literally, you can stray away from almost every single path to find some sort of secret or a thing worth your while. I love the map design, I love how the map looks, the bosses are so good in this chapter. It's literally worth your while to just look for every single secret and find every single boss in that map. But I have one problem about this one. It's that. Why is the headless monk Scottish? Like, at the start of the game, I was like enjoying a beautiful Chinese man's voice, singing about something in Chinese, I don't know. I didn't read the subtitles. And then when he finishes singing, I hear a Scotsman. I was expecting a beautiful Chinese voice again. But no, I hear a Scotsman. And for that reason, I can only give it an A rank. It would have been SS if I wasn't utterly disgusted and surprised by a Scotsman.
Pathetic.
Now this chapter shows my main problem about Black Myth Wukong, and that is, for every one easy boss you get, you're gonna get an extremely goddamn hard one after. And it's not that it's inconsistent, it's always is. So literally, no matter what chapter you're gonna go in, you're gonna get an extremely easy one, you have to mentally prepare yourself for an extremely hard one after. And I hated that for all my bit, even though it challenged my every fiber of my being and made me overcome for my weaknesses. I still hated this so much. And there's another big ass problem for this chapter, which is the fucking pagoda realm. That area pissed me the fuck off, and it's not even because of the mode that you lose health. It's the goddamn poles you have to go through. I kept on goddamn slipping from them so many times that it mentally broke me. I wanted to never play this game ever again because of it, but I thankfully powered through and enjoyed it after. Thankfully. But I hate this. I hate the pagoda realm for all my fucking heart, and especially the fucking poles. So for all the hardship and pain this chapter has given me, I can't give it any higher or lower than an E tier.
Mauricio, I can't move this thing anymore.
Damn! Now chapter 4 isn't the best chapter for its combat and its challenging bosses, but it's the best chapter for its visuals and storytelling. In my opinion, chapter 4 has one of the best cutscenes you can ever see from all the chapters, because it doesn't focus on combat, unlocking something new, or even unlocking a new ability, but it focuses more on storytelling and the emotional value of everything. The acting, the visuals, the music, they combine so well to make one of the best cutscenes you can ever see. Heck, even the music video somehow made me full on tear up and cry, and it even took me a good amount of the beginning of chapter 5 to just compose myself and start playing again. Holy shit, it gave me shivers and made me cry, man. That was sad. That was a really sad scene. Oh my god, I'm so tearing up. Holy shit. And from the decaying webbed hollow to its beautiful outside mountain part and its painted world. Everything looks so goddamn good. I love the level design, I love the visuals, I love how everything looks. It just looks so goddamn beautiful. Overall, I'll give it an S tier, because it has a special place in my heart because of the cinematics, how it looked. It just was perfect. The only problem I really had with it was just a bit of the bosses. They were not challenging enough for me, but it's mostly maybe because it's just me. So I would still give it an S tier. Chapter 5. In my opinion, Chapter 5 was really lackluster. It was like a meh. Like, I didn't really get invested over the story of the chapter. Yes, the visuals looked badass. The final boss had really cool look to him, and I loved his goddamn moveset. And I really got sad over the Bull Commander when he died when I was trying to go to the secret. But overall, I don't know, I just didn't really get into it. Like, there are compelling moments, like the time you see the princess and she tries to actually, like, you know, see how to fix the kingdom from her brother, but then you find out you get betrayed, which was kind of interesting in my opinion, but like, I kind of assumed it already. So like, the tension and the mystery like fizzled out and became kind of disappointing when I realized, oh shit, I was right. However, the music video just hits so hard. It has everything Chapter 4 had as well. The drama, the music, the voice acting. It was just amazing. It was just one of the best music videos you can ever see as well. So I think I'll give it a C tier. The music video really saved this chapter because of it.
We're getting home, son. Not getting all worked up. Oh. That old monkey's going to be at the mountaintop no matter what. We don't have to rush. We've gathered the 5 relics, just as he said. All we need now is the 6th one he has.
Chapter 6. Finally, the pinnacle. The end. The actual end. I kind of got really destroyed over realizing that this is actually the end. Like, I'm actually gonna finish this game. Over all the suffering, all of the happy points, and even the points where I started crying, is actually gonna end. And it doesn't make it any better, since the chapter's quest line is literally to get every single piece of armor of Wukong, and even his weapon to look like the spitting image of him. And you even have your little buddy, Zhu Baijie, reenact how Wukong acted on him at the beginning of his journey, which is amazing. It's great, and it got even sadder when he literally just opened up the wall to just fully end the game. And I didn't want it to end so soon, so to prolong my stay, I went to the final secret boss you have to defeat to get the true ending, or you could say the secret ending for Black Myth Wukong. The boss battle was amazing and the cinematics were beautiful as well, but I did give up on beating him properly. I literally used a guide to defeat him in the most cheesiest way possible because I gave up. He was too hard for me. That boss is just too goddamn difficult. However, when I done all of that, got the stone monkey transformation, I knew what I needed to do. I needed to finish the game. After seeing the beautiful visuals and going down the river of Wukong's mind, we had to fight the boss. And it was so amazing. The visuals were great, the boss battle was hard as hell. Well, of course it's a final boss, but it was hard as hell, and I loved every single cinematic I saw, from every face change. It just felt so right, slowly seeing him transform to Wukong. And then at the final moments, finally defeating him and getting the final relic. It felt amazing, because this boss took me a heck of a lot of tries. I think it took me 3 separate recordings to finally beat him, and just the satisfaction of seeing the game finally finish off and show me one of the most beautiful cinematics I have ever seen. Because I've done the secret ending, I just felt so accomplished, because I went through hell and all the emotions of grief getting to this goddamn secret ending, and it was so goddamn worth it. And because of that, I can give Chapter 6 an S tier. So here is my whole conciseness of Black Myth's Wukong's chapters. I hope you guys enjoyed, agree on some of my opinions. It took me about 3 or 4 drafts of making this video. It took such a long time, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay hydrated.